Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Um, I know that there's a lot of heavy hearts and a lot of concern and a lot of fear and wonder about what's going on. Um, we've been hearing a lot of different things and so much information out there. You need to learn to have discernment to know what is information and disinformation to sway you one way or another. You don't want to be swayed all the way to the left. You don't want to be swayed all the way to the right. You want to be able to think for yourself, and I think that's the whole topic of what I'm going to talk about right now. Um, so I was pondering, yeah, and then I was sitting down and having a meal, and I was watching, and I'm seeing, I'm looking around. I'm just looking around, and it hurt my heart. Like literally, it just blew my freaking mind because I'm sitting there, and I'm looking at human beings walking around with half their face covered. I look at their eyes and I look at their body language, and basically what I see is a bunch of robots. You know, I don't see human beings because we've a lot of people have forgotten how to be a human being. We are living, breathing, intelligent beings created by a God. Okay? Think about it. Created by a God. All right? We have his genes running through our veins. His DNA, his blood is in each and every one of us who are his children, God's children. Whatever aspect of God you want to say, because I'm not gonna, everybody believe in God the way they want to believe in God. I believe in him as his son Jesus Christ and my heavenly Father that created me. Okay, but I'm looking at this, okay, and I'm looking around and I'm like, say, what happened? What happened to the human race? What happened to these intelligent beings that created spaceships that had amazing architectural buildings like Solomon's Temple and Taj Mahal and all these great places that they built before we even had any of this uh, new type of machines and everything that we get today. Okay, that's how intelligent we were. Okay, but I'm watching these people walking around like robots, like sheep, literally, like sheep, following blindly. Okay, because they're listening to some other human being that they believe should be guiding them in the right direction, and they willfully listening to these people, and they willfully doing what they're doing without even getting knowledge and educating themselves about what's really happening. You cannot tell me, I don't care who you are, you cannot tell me that there's some thought in your head that this is not right. Something is not right. This is, okay, this, it's not right. How in the world did a few people, one or two men, okay, Bill Gates and Fauci and some corrupt politicians, get the entire world, okay, get the entire world to believe that there's some type of deadly virus around that if you don't wear a mask, you can catch it and you're going to die. Okay? How did that happen? And people willingly and obediently listened without even checking for themselves and finding out if it's true. How did this happen, people? You know, how did this happen? It happened because nobody takes the time to educate themselves on truth and on facts. And we're all over here now panicking because we somehow, we know he cheated. We know that he cheated, that a pedophile is the head of an illegal country, and everybody's still listening to him. Okay, and he's still listening to him. Why? Why? That's not my president. No, that's not my president. That's not even my country, bro. That country don't exist. Why? I'm gonna tell you this. This is my thing. Okay. There's everybody. Okay, basically what it is. You get your far left and you get your far right. The leftists, they want to. This is the leftist series. This is what they want. They want to control you. They want power. They want the ability to tell you what to do. The leftists will say, no, we'll send your children to school and they're going to follow this curriculum and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. The right will say, your children have an education, but let the parents choose their education. The right want freedom. The left want to control you. So think about this now. This is not old. This is not old. Okay, this is not new. This is not new stuff. This is old. This entire thing started from before the world was even created, for way before time started as we know it. Okay, this started up in heaven in the pre-existent life before each and every one of us came to this earth. This is where it all started. Okay, there was a war in heaven, and Lucifer. All right, and a lot of people have a hard time accepting this. Yes, Lucifer was the archangel in heaven, and he was like, there was a plan of salvation presented. God came and presented the plan of salvation to everyone. Okay, and Lucifer, being the head, said, Lord, send me. I will do this, and I will make these people listen to you. I will make them. Okay, that was his plan. And here comes Jesus Christ now on the side. It said, Father, send me, and all glory is to you. Let the people choose. Okay? Oh, Lucifer got pissed. He got mad. And a war broke out. A war broke out because he wants to rule. And what happened? He somehow convinced a third of heaven, a third of angels to follow him. And they had a war. Okay, there was a big war in heaven, and Heavenly Father just kicked his butt out and sent him out of heaven and banned him out of heaven with the third that followed him, right? You think that war ended? God created the world, all right? And then he created man. And then he breathed into us the breath of life. It's our spirit, all right? And we receive these bodies, so we are here on this earth, right? To be tried and to be tested so we can return to him in his presence, okay? That's the whole plan. But while we're here, we have opposition. And who is the opposition? Lucifer. You think what's happening right now in the world is new? This started for way back when. This is back in Noah's days, when Noah's sons broke rank and they all wanted power. Okay, I'm telling you, this is how it all started. And then it went on into the Knights Templars and into different factions, but it's the same thing, but they give it different names as time went on. Okay. And that's what it is. Okay. And then came to the point where they created corporate America, where we no longer have currency. We no longer have gold and silver. Now we have debts and credits because we were in debt. Okay, so that's a brief history of what's happening right now. Okay, and this is my point right here. The Constitution was created to give we the people power. All right, it was created purposely so that no one party can rule. Okay, that's what it was created for. And here I am. What are we going to do about this, people? And when I say what are we going to do about this, I mean what are we going to do about this? Because half of us, okay, there's a half that are gone already. They're dust. That's the third. The third is already on Lucifer's side. That's 1/3. 1/3 is all believe with the left and all the Biden supporters and all the people that believe in Biden and all of them. Okay, that's Satan's servants already. We just count them out. They're dust already. You know, hopefully we can save them. You know, hopefully we can. But there's still 2/3 of us that's left on the right side. Some wishy-washy, in between. I don't know. I just want to comply. That's all it is. Okay, because we don't want to fight. But we believe that's not right, but we're just going to comply. Okay? And then there's people like me, the real patriots, who are fighting, who are trying to get the information we need, and who are dependent on like other people also to give information. And what happens? We start listening to things and we start thinking that there's these massive plans of things going to happen. It just dawned on me today. You know, it came to me. President Trump has given us the message. And what was the message? Listen to him. Every time he speaks, every time that man speaks, he always says, we the people, we the people, we the people. What do you think he means by that? Right before he left, on his last thing, he said, we the people We will see you soon. We'll be back. Okay. But what's happening is, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. Okay. Everybody's sitting around searching for information, finding something that they can cling to and believe in hope and have the hope that this is what's going to happen. Okay. I fell for it too. I fell for it too. I believed that some of these things was going to happen, but I have now come to believe that this war is going to be won when we, the people, stand up and fight. Stop depending on the military. Stop depending on generals. Stop depending on President Trump. He already gave us the answer. We, the people. He gave us back our country, people. He exposed the evil. We know what happened. Oh my God, it's horrible. Look at what they're doing to us. Oh my God, but Biden's doing this and Biden's doing that. Oh my God, the leftist is doing this. And what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? Just sitting down and waiting for someone to be your savior. We, the people, are going to save this country. Not the military, not Washington, not our great white hope, Trump. And I'm not talking bad about him. I love the man. I really wish he would come back and take command. And it's very possible that he will. I still believe that some of this will happen. But in the meantime, between now and then, before we allow things to get even worse, let's do something. Let's do something. Trump is one man, bruh. I'm one man, bruh. He literally, everybody's looking to him for help, but he's been calling out to us and asking us, unite. Unite, people. And take your country back. That's what our patriots did, right? During the revolution, we fought against a much larger enemy. We fought and we fought until that flag was still standing in the still of the night. In the still of the night, that flag was still standing and we won. Time. This is time, people. I'm going to sit here because I honestly, I have the will, I have the drive, I want to do this. I want to do this, right? I want to do this. How do we get this out? How do we get this video? How do we get my video out? Let people know, get in touch with like-minded people, organize something, do something to get people fired up so our 80 million people can converge and take our country back. There is no way in hell those devils can fight 80 million people. The same way we fought in heaven with God on our side is the same way we fight on this earth and rid this earth of the devil and his minions. That's it. That's your answer, people. Everybody's sitting around and waiting for the great white hope and waiting for the military to do this, the military to do that, when the answer is sitting right in front of us. We, the people, that's what the Constitution states, and that's what it's about. Now, what you got to do is get something to fire your butt, put a fire under your ass, and think to yourself that if you don't stand up and fight, your children and your grandchildren will never have a country to be proud of. All right? It's time, people. It is time. Talk to your moms, talk to your dads, talk to your children, to your aunties and your uncles and your grandmas and your grandpas, and organize. Organize. Everybody organize, and then we come together and we take our country back. We, the people, by the people, take our country back. The governor get no power because it's our power. We don't pay taxes. Why are we paying taxes for make these people rich? Why? Because they're in debt, so we paying their debt. That's my not all for tonight. That's we the people. That's it. Stop waiting around and hoping the military going to help us, that Trump going to return, because he's just one man. We the people are more powerful than any government. any government. The problem is you've been indoctrinated so long, you've been instilled into your brain with so much lies that you're programmed to obey. You're programmed to be obedient and believe every damn thing that you hear and see. I mean, even hell, like Mike Lindell and General Flynn and Simon Parks and Charlie Ward and all these people that's talking about all this stuff that's going to happen and all these things, people. Why are you listening to them for answers? Because it's hope. That's why. Because it's hope. Because that's what we want to happen. We want to believe that this is going to happen. And it's very well possible because it's logical that it can, because everything is true. America is a corporation, but America, the Republic, is also a real thing. Okay, that is all real. But instead of us sitting down and waiting for it to happen, let's take some action and make things happen. Make things happen because we can. We can. That's how they did it in the old days. I mean, how they make movies about people fighting for their freedom, right? And that's what it is. This is a big movie. And one person's got to stand up and just defy the evil government and fight. And that's how it starts. And that's how you win countries. That's how you win your freedom. You fight for your freedom. You educate yourself and you fight for your freedom. Who's with me? I'm willing. I'm gone. I'll do it. But I'm just one man. Let's organize. Let's organize and do something to fight for our country back. I honestly don't know how long this video is going to last. I will say it again. That's my opinion. I may get yanked from YouTube again. I've already been deplatformed. I've already got my Facebook taken out and Instagram, and they banned me from Twitter and all this crap because they're evil anyway. I could care less. But I do need to get the message out to the people. I got to get it back to the people. And my message is this, people. We the people, by the people, for the people, we take back our country. We take back our country. We, along with God, obviously, exactly like we did in a pre-existent world, with God on our side. And God is on our side. I know this. There is no way in hell my God is going to let a devil run this country. Joe Biden is a pedophile. He's a traitor. He's committed treason along with Pelosi and Obama and Clinton and all of the dirty rats. Okay, they sold your country, and they're going to sell your soul if you don't stand up and fight for it. I'm serious. Stop listening to the mandates. Stop listening to the mandates because it's crap. One day after Joe Biden gets in, the WHO comes out and all of a sudden starts talking crap about the PCR tests and discrediting it. Then all of a sudden you get the news stations talking about how lockdowns was more detrimental than COVID itself. Oh, really? Duh. This is not what we've been saying for how long? Right? It's all going to come out now. Why? Because they're going to make Joe Biden look like he saved America from COVID. Okay? Think, people. They lied to you, and you let them. They took your country and you let them. You let them. Masks do not work. The vaccines are deadly. Okay? Hell, they even had freaking propaganda showing the leader of the Latter-day Saint Church taking the injection, and they put it in the papers as if like, oh, he's taking it must be safe. People, think, use your head. If he shot himself in the head, would you shoot yourself in the head? If he didn't jump off one cliff, you would jump off one cliff. Huh? Think for yourself. Everything in science proves that those vaccines are deadly. It is not good for you. And you want to put it in your body. Everything in science proves that those masks do not work. Social distancing does not work. But you willingly obey, like good little sheep. Or I'm too afraid because I just want to comply because I don't want problems. I don't like the hassle. I don't like it. Fear. That's fear. And it worked. They instilled fear into you, and it worked. And I say this all the time, grab a pair. Grow a pair. If you need a pair, you can borrow mine. Just so you can stop complying with the bullshit. Okay? I'm fed up already. I'm over this. I'm done. I'm taking my freedom back. And I've been fighting for my freedom. And I will leave this world happy and proud that I was a free man that fought for my freedom and the freedom of my country so my children and my grandchildren can continue to have freedom. If you like me on wuss, up to you. Keep complying. Keep listening to lying, fake science and fake mandates. Keep listening to dummies. Make a decision, people. Make a decision whose team you're going to be on. It's not about the left and it's not about the right. It's about the devil and it's about God. And that's basically what it is. It's about the devil or God. Whose side are you on? And that's facts. It is evil. What they're doing to this country is evil. And if you willingly obey and comply and don't do nothing, then you might as well just go over to the devil and just serve him the rest of your life. You might as well. Truthfully. Or you're going to stand up and fight for freedom. You're going to be in the Lord's army or you're going to be in the devil's army. I can tell you right now, God wins. So whose team you like be on? Whose side are you going to be on? God wins. God always wins. He always wins. And he will win. Great things are happening. I don't have any doubt about that. He does have a plan. The Lord does have a plan. But when we do our part, he compensates for what we cannot do. We can't just sit there and plead for the miracle and wait for it to happen. We got to do something, then ask for help. What we cannot do alone, he will do for us. As long as we've done everything humanly possible to fight for what we know is right. I'm going to close with that. Okay, guys. I just had to get this out of I just had to get this out because I'm over this already. This is stupid. I'm sitting around here waiting for this thing to happen and waiting to be freed from these devils that just got in illegally, that's not even in a real country, and they're signing blank executive orders. If you look closely, Joe Biden had a little book and it was empty. It was blank papers. He's signing blank papers. This is another thing, people. Do you know that the live inauguration wasn't even live? The live inauguration was filmed. But they put it out there and said, live. Did you see the mood at the inauguration? Did you feel that? I felt death. Watching that, looking at the looks of everybody's faces and all the people at the inauguration, all I saw was death. They don't even look enthused and excited and happy. It was fake. I used to love Garth Brooks. I'll never listen to Garth Brooks again. God, it was like he wasn't even trying to sing. Lady Gaga, what the hell was that all about? And yes, I watched the inauguration because I want to know my enemy. I want to know my enemy. I want to know everything about him because I will defeat him. It wasn't real. Where was the fences? Where was the barbed wire fences and all the military that's supposed to be around there? They never had any of that. They had the military. What they showed you was an outside view, and it wasn't real. I'm telling you, people, the inauguration was filmed earlier. Whatever you saw was not on the 20th. It was filmed earlier. Spain saw it before the inauguration was even supposed to happen. Think, people. Think. God gave you brains to think. He gave you a spirit so you can speak to him and you can receive revelation for yourself. Ask him. Ask him. If you see something that's not right and you're not comfortable with, ask him, Father, show me. Are they telling me the truth, Father? Should I be doing this? He will tell you the truth because the Spirit cannot lie. The Spirit cannot lie. And it will never lie to you. God will never lie to you. So if you're sitting on the fence and you're not too sure about things, talk to God. Ask Him. Receive your answer and make a decision. You're either for me or you against me. You can't have it both ways. It's the longest video I ever made. I don't know. I'm just on fire right now. I just on fire. And I needed to get this out because I'm over it. I am seriously thinking about making my own podcast because I can reach a lot more people. And when I get a lot more people, maybe then we can actually organize something to happen so we can go and take our country back. Nobody told you to love you all. I do love you guys, which is why I fight so hard right now. But I'm just one man. I can't do this by myself. I can't. You know. Let's all come together, people. Let's figure this out. If you let's figure this out. I'm down. I'm down to do what we need to do in a capacity that will be not violent, but strategic in a way that we can take our country back. Think, just think. Who's with me, man? Who's with me? Have a blessed day, people. I love you all. Aloha. Oh, I'm sorry. If you want to contact me, you can email me at lindsaynair147gmail.com. lindsaynair147gmail.com. Okay? Contact me. You got ideas? If you have any ideas, you want to put something in, or you want to help me figure this out, let's do this, man. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's try and find a way to get this out there and get as much people amped up and motivated so that we can do what our patriots in the old did. Fight for our country. Fight for our country to the bitter end. To the bitter end. All right? Let's do this. lindsaynair147@gmail.com. And also, childrenlivesmatter.net. childrenlivesmatter.net. That's the organization I founded to help children who have been trafficked. All right? It's to help. If you feel a need to please help, go to www.childrenlivesmatter.net, and there's a donate button. You can help support my organization. It is a 501c3. So it's a legitimate organization, and we do need all the help and support that we can get. I love you all. Have a blessed day. Aloha.